Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Halimat, and in today's video I'm going to be teaching you guys how to cut and sew these beautiful palazzo pants. So if this is something that you're interested in, let's get into it. Today's video I'm going to be teaching you guys how to cut and sew a palazzo pants. So I have my Ankara fabric, I have my chalk, I have my pin, I have my tape rule, my scissors, and everything that I need to cut and sew these palazzo pants. So let's get into it, guys. So guys, I already have my fabric with me. This is my fabric, and I've already folded my fabric into two. I've doubled it like this. I have the wrong side with me, so this is the wrong side. So the first thing that I'm going to do, I'm just going to make a straight line at this upper part of my palazzo pants, which is going to serve as my waistline. I'll just go ahead and make a straight line like this, just like that. That is my waistline. So the next thing that I'm going to do now is I want to get my hip line, and my hip line is 9 inches. My hip line measurement is 9 inches, which means I placed my tape rule from my waist down to my hip, and it gave me 9 inches. So I'll go ahead and just mark 9 inches here, just like this. I'll move it forward a bit just for me to get a straight line, 9 inches. Then I'll go ahead and just make a straight line for my hip line measurement. This is my hip line. Then I can just go ahead and just write H for me to identify it. So the next thing that I'm going to do from this waistline, I'm going to go down by 11 inches. And 11 inches is my crotch line. And to get your crotch line measurement, you just sit down and place your tape rule on your waist down to your hip line, and it will help you get your crotch line. So I'm just going to mark my crotch line measurements here. This is my crotch line measurement. Then I'll label it C. So the next thing that I want to get now is my thigh line. And to get my thigh line, I'll just go down from this my crotch line. I'll just go down by 4.5 inches. You can go down by 4 inches or 5 inches. I'll move forward a bit just to get a straight line again, 4.5 inches, just like this. Then I'll mark it, which this is my thigh line measurement, my thigh line. I'll just make a straight line just like that. And the next thing that I want to do is I want to get my knee line measurement. However, this knee line measurement is not absolutely necessary because we are not making a fitted, like a straight pants. It's a palazzo pants, which is going to be free. But however, I just like marking everything. So I have 23 inches, which is my knee line measurement. Then I'll move further a bit. I'll mark it. Then I'll take my ruler and just make a straight line. So this is my knee line measurement. So the next thing that I'm going to do is to get the length of my palazzo pants, and my palazzo is 42 inches. And however, remember that I'm going to add a waistband, like a band of 1.5 inch at the top of my palazzo. So I'll need to remember to remove that 1.5 inch from my length. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to place my tape rule on my waistline here, on my waistline. Then I'll go down by 42 inches. So I'm going to remove 1.5 inch from 42 inches. So I have 40.5 inches after removing that 1.5 inch. I'll take my ruler and just mark my length here, mark it here. So I'll go ahead and just add 2 inches to this. I'm going to add 2 inches, which is going to serve as the folding allowance at the bottom of my palazzo pants. I'll just go ahead like this, 2 inches. Then I'll connect these lines together with my ruler. So that is what we have, guys. Then the next thing that we are going to do now is, the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to get my hip measurement, and my hip measurement is 39 inches. So I will divide 39 inches, my hip measurement, divided by 4 gave me 9.75, which is almost 10 inches. So I'll just go ahead and mark it here. That's my hip measurement, 9.75. I'll also go ahead and mark it again on my crotch line. And this is what I have. So I will also go again and mark it on my waist measurement. Just like this. Then to add my sewing allowance to my hip measurement to serve as the sewing allowance. So I'll go ahead and just add extra 1.5 inch to what I've marked already, 1.5 inch. Then I'll make a straight line. I'll also mark it on my waistline. Just add extra 1.5 inch to what you already marked. Then I'll make a straight line, connect the 3 lines together. So this is what we have. So what we are going to do first now is, on this crotch line, I'm going to go out by 2 inches. On my crotch line, I'm going out by 2 inches. So I'll come to my waistline. Then on my waistline, I'll divide my waist measurement by 4 inches. I have 7.5 inch. My waist measurement is 30 inches divided by 4, that's 7.5. Then I'll go ahead and mark my 7.5 inch. I have my 7.5 inch here. So from this place, I'm going to add extra 1 inch, which is going to serve as my dart measurement. Then I'll go ahead and add extra 1.5 inch to this, which is going to serve as my sewing allowance. So this is my waist measurement here. So what I'm going to do next is, I'm going to come out from this place. I'm going to come out by 1.5 inch, which is going to serve as the curve, a curve like this. So this is what we have, guys. So for this waistline, my waist measurement is here. Then I'll just go ahead and take my curved ruler and just connect these lines together, just like this. Just like this. So guys, this is my waist measurement, and this is my hip line measurement and my crotch line. So what I'm going to do next is, so we want to work on the thigh measurement. And for the thigh, my thigh measurement is 25 inches. So I'm going to divide my thigh measurement divided by 2, and I'll mark whatever I have. So my thigh measurement, 25 inches divided by 2, I have 12.5 inch. I'll go ahead and mark my 12.5 inch here. I have my thigh measurement there. Then I will add extra 1.5 inch, which is going to serve as my sewing allowance. Then I have it. You see, I almost have a straight line. So what I'm going to do now is, I'm just going to connect this line down. I want my palazzo pant to be a straight and free palazzo pant. So I'm just going to go ahead and make this straight line, just like this. So this is what we have, guys. I have my palazzo pants here with me. Guys, what I'm going to do next is, I'm just going to go ahead and cut out my palazzo pants. So guys, I have the front part of my palazzo pants, and what I'm going to do now is I want to get the dart area of my palazzo pants. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide whatever I have here divided by 2. I have 10 inches divided by 2. That gives me 5 inches. Then I'll mark the middle, which is going to be my part, going to be where I'm going to apply my darts. Then I'll go out from here by ½ inch, just like this. And also from this other side, I'm going to come out by ½ inch. I'm going to make the dart length, the length, I'm going to make it 3 inches. Here, 3 inches. Go ahead and just connect these lines together. Just make a slanted line, just like this. Just like this. So this is where I'm going to connect my, this is where I'm going to apply my dart. Then I'll just notch it. So guys, now I want to cut the back side of my palazzo pants. I have the front side here. Then I've folded my fabric into 2, and we are going to use it to cut out our back side. So the first thing that I'm going to do now is from this part, I'm going to come out, go up by 2 inches. To come up from here by, from this particular point, I'm going to come up by 2 inches, just like this. That's what I have there. Then I'm going to go ahead and add 1½ inch to this my to this area. I'm going to go ahead and just add 1½ inch, 1½ inch. And for this crotch area, I'm also going to go ahead and just add 2 inches, just like this. 1½ inch. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to connect these lines together, just like this. You can go ahead and use your curved ruler. So what I'm going to do now is I'm also going to go ahead and just add 1½ inch to the body of my palazzo pants. Just add go ahead and just add 1½ inch downwards to the, measure whatever I have on this front. I'm going to measure it on the back. I have 10 inches. Then I'll go ahead and just mark my 10 inches. So this is the new waistline for the back. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to connect these new waist measurements together, just like this. Just come down slanted like this. See guys, this is it. This is going to be my new waist measurement for the back. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to take my curved ruler and connect this new waistline measurement for the back and connect it together, just like this. So it is pretty much simple guys. Just try and watch what I did and you'll get the same thing. So this is what I have. Then I'll go ahead and just connect the lines, the 1½ inch line that I added to the body of my palazzo pants. So I'll just go ahead and connect these lines. I'll go ahead and just cut it out. Guys, now I have the front part of my palazzo pants, 2 pieces, then the back side of my palazzo pants as well, 2 pieces. So I'm going to go ahead and get the darts for the back of my palazzo pants. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to locate the middle of my waist, and what I have here is I have 10½ almost, I have 10 inches. So I'm going to divide it by 2. I have 5 inches. So this is where this is where my dart is going to be. Then I'm going to go down by 3½ inch for the back, for the dart at the back. Then I'll come out from this point, I'll come out by ½ inch on this side, then ½ inch on this side as well. Then I'll go ahead and just connect these lines together, just like this.
So guys, now I have the palazzo pant, the front and the back with me, and what I'm going to do next now is I'm just going to stitch it by the crotch area, the right side facing each other, just like that, and I'll proceed to my sewing machine and just stitch it out.
Going to stitch the dart area as well. I'm going to sew it down just like this, and I'm going to sew it down, and I'll do the same thing for the front side. So guys, I've already joined the crotch area of the palazzo pants for the front and for the back as well. So what I'm going to do now is I want to join the sides of my palazzo pants, and to do that I'm going to join it by the sides. So to do that, the first thing that I want to do is, because I'm going to attach a zip by this by the side of my palazzo pants, by this side. So this is the zip. I'm just going to leave, like, I'm not going to start from the top. I'm just going to start from here. You can see I've already placed my zip. I'm just going to start sewing from here. So I'm going to start my stitching from here downwards, then I'll do the other side. But for this other side, I'm not adding any zip here because we can't add 2 zips to our palazzo pants. So I'm just going to start from this side. I'm going to start from the top, then sew it down. So guys, I've joined the sides of my palazzo pants. This is it. I've joined the sides, and this is the other side. So I left this place open because I'm going to be adding a zip. So the next thing that I'm going to do now is I'm just going to close up this middle part of my palazzo pants. I want to close this area. So to do that, I'll just ensure that this is the crotch area. I will ensure that this crotch area, they are aligned just like this. I'm going to open it up, and I will proceed and use my pin to hold everything down. I'll go to my sewing machine and just stitch it from here down to this crotch area. Then I will sew it down to this other side of my palazzo pants. So guys, I've joined the middle part. I've joined this part, the crotch area. Next thing that we are going to do now is to work on the waist area. I want to attach the band to my palazzo pants. So I have these pieces of fabric here with me that I'm going to use as the band for my waist area. So to get that, first thing I'm going to do is I want to measure what I have here for my waist. So I'll just go ahead and place my tape rule like this and just measure it out. So I have 16.5. So that's 16.5 in 2 places, and that will give me 33 inches. 33 inches for my waist. Then I'll come to this piece. The length that I have here is 36 inches, and the width is going to be 1.5 inch. And remember that we are going to be folding the band. I'm going to fold it like this. So I measure 1.5 inch, just like this, 1/2 inch. You can go ahead and use your iron to press it down. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to leave extra 1/2 inch here. So guys, this is what I have with me. This is my band, and have ironed my interface to it. If you notice this area, this particular part that has the interface, I folded it in with 1 inch just for it to make it neat. So this is where I'm going to sew down, like attached to my palazzo pants, to the waist area, and this lace is going to cover it up. So it's just going to like make it neat. I'll just go ahead and make sure that the right side of my palazzo pants, I'll just bring my my band like this. This is the interface area. Then this place is going to be on my palazzo pants like this, the right side facing each other. Go ahead and use my pin to hold it down. Then I'll take it to my sewing machine and just stitch it out with 1/2 inch. So guys, I've attached the band to the waist. As you can see, it is looking very neat and nice. I don't need to like weave it anymore. So this is the outer part. And what I'm going to do next now is I'm going to attach my zip to this opened area by the side. So guys, I've attached my zip to my palazzo pants. This is it. So what I'm going to do now is I'll just go ahead and fold these lower parts of my palazzo pants. I'll just go ahead and fold it with 2 inches, just like this. I'll just go ahead and fold it in with 2 inches because I added 2 inches extra allowance at the bottom. This is my palazzo pants. Everything is done and ready, and I can't wait to rock it.
So guys, this is the final look of my palazzo pants. It is looking so beautiful and nice. I really love it so much. And thank you guys for watching this video to the end. I hope this tutorial was really helpful. And if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please kindly do it to subscribe.